All right. Hello everyone. So this is going to be the first episode of Girl T- Girl Talk slash Advice with Mimi. Before we get started, let's just say, welcome everybody. I know it might not seem much right now, but we're gonna grow this community, and it's going to be an amazing experience. Um, One thing that I want to say before I get started, though, hydration. I'm working on a name for this because this is going to be like one of those I want to make it like I want to make it a Friday, Wednesday, Monday thing. um just because I feel like it really sets, like, it really helps with the atmosphere of, oh yeah, it's the weekend, like of course that's what we're doing. But just chatting is a great thing. Also, we have our Discord up. We might do a little Discord tour here in a second. Um, but also, I'm just kind of here to chat right now. Um, Hang on me. There we go. There we go. Now we have chat up here, looking pretty nice. Um, it is really wonderful to see you guys. So I wanted to just kind of go over again more housekeeping. We're gonna work first on making a Twitch schedule. I know I said, oh, I'm gonna work on the schedule we're while I'm on my break, but I thought that this would be the perfect time while again waiting for people to, swarm in, would be, just making the schedule, and everyone can be a part of that. Um, Create our dashboard real quick. Community content settings. Hang on. Sorry, and oh, we have more people on the YouTube this time. That's actually fun. I can also read the comments on YouTube as well, since I'm doing kind of like a dual thing. But what I do want to do is, I'm gonna make a schedule here. I wish that Twitch was more user friendly, because as like a first time user, it is so hard for me to find anything on here. Your words string together. Moderation. Hang on. Let me just go over here. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining. Found it. All right. Funny. Him. It's okay. Now I know where to go. So go to my channel over here. I said I wanted to go to my channel, not the live. Schedule. Edit schedule. Okay. Let me see here if we can make this a duo real quick. Hi to whoever just joined. Looks like you joined through the Twitch, so that's wonderful. And thank you for coming. Oh Lord, I am trying my hardest to figure out the design, people. What is this? Trying to figure out how to get this to work. Undo. Oh, found it. My bad. Screen share. Okay. Now we got this up. So, we're going to be making my schedule here. So, for Monday, well, I was thinking that whenever I do these, I wanted to have it to where essentially Monday, actually no, I want a Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday schedule to be for the tea talk. So we will we'll call it, what are we gonna call it? We'll give it kind of a, we'll just name it like this for now, and then we'll fix it later. And it will be at 10 p.m. It'll probably only be 2 hours, and that's gonna be every Tuesday, Friday. Oh, okay. I'm thinking every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Friday and Sunday. Okay. So every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, we'll have one of those. Saturdays, I'm actually kind of busy, surprisingly. So I think something else I want to do, we'll do horror game. We'll add another thing with just horror games. I'll just be under gaming. I don't know. I'm just putting at this. It's gonna be at like 4 p.m. because that's the time that you guys like the most. Games and demos. That'll also be 2 hours, and I think I'll have that be every Tuesday and every Thursday. Don't be afraid to chat as you're joining in. I'm just setting up all this now while I wait for people to come on in. And then stream Monday. And it'll be and we'll have random games Monday. It'll just be game. We'll just be gaming. Okay. It's not letting. We'll just put it under games and demos again, but this one will be. We'll do 4 p.m. again. And this will be like an hour and 30 minutes ish for Monday. All right, worked a little bit on that. Hey guys, I see more people joined. So we have 2 people on YouTube and we have 2 people on Twitch as well. So it's nice to see everyone here. Let's see who joined. Ooh, okay. Some new people. It's nice. Yeah, so I wanted to get into a situation I was talking about earlier, but every time it seems like every time I go to talk about it, my chat all of a sudden gets busy about something else. And that's always the craziest part. So let me set this up a little bit better now that, we don't need that. Okay. So back to what I was trying to talk about twice today. I was scrolling through TikTok about a month ago, and I got this video on my For You page, and it was just like, oh yeah, my name is, I'm gonna blur out his name a little bit, but my name's Derek Cucumber. Yeah, Derek Cucumber. And he's like, oh, hi, I'm in the streets of Bath and I am homeless. And he was talking about how he got kicked out by his dad. Now, I know this dad's abusive, but I'm like, something's not adding up. Something does not feel right. So I go to my Xbox, like my Xbox app, and it shows that he was like recently online. And now I'm starting to that started raising some flags, because if you're homeless, the last thing you'd be doing is playing Valorant or playing games that require you to have a PC. But now he's like raising funds for to get a PC. Which again, I'm like, okay, if you don't have these funds, if you don't have the PC, how are you playing the game? And he doesn't have any siblings, doesn't it's just his dad, and I doubt that his 50-year-old dad wants to play Valorant. And so I was like, well, what do I do? It's not really any of my business, and I know a lot of people might, talk about that. But I also was like, okay, well, maybe I'm just, not giving him the benefit of the doubt. So I go look at this GoFundMe page, and it has it's about a 158 pounds worth of donations. Let's look at how much that is in US. Yeah, that's almost $200 right there. So almost $200 in donations. And so I'm like, oh, and your first thought isn't try to find some form of homeless center for you to live at, or try to get a job. Your first thought is to try to get back into streaming. That is a little weird, and that is a little suspicious to me. So I decide that I can do one of two things. Either one, I can leave it alone and I can just never address it, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm just this stuck up person that needs help. But then I stopped and I figured he's been known to lie about things before. So we're going to do what any person would do, right? And so I text an old frenemy, enemy, lover of his. These two guys are complicated. And so I'm like, hey, have you heard from Derek Cucumber lately? He's acting really weird. He's saying that he's homeless. And I just want to figure out what's going on. Oh, hold on. Just got a text. And so we're not gonna give this other person a nickname because he doesn't really need it. So I text Marshall, and Marshall's like, oh yeah. He was begging me for help the other day, yada yada. And my thing is that I can call Marshall's bluff, and whenever he's trying to do that thing where he wants to make himself look higher, more mighty, he does that. And so I'm like, I don't know. I don't really think that I trust all that. So I'm going to need a third opinion, my own opinion. So I create an account on TikTok, is just to kind of watch and see what's going on. But the TikToks seem normal. Like, this man might actually be homeless. But again, this does not explain how he's constantly getting on games that require you to either have an Xbox or to have a PC. And I think the Xbox is a little bit more alarming than the PC because you can't take your Xbox anywhere with you. And so I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? So recently, and I'm going to pull up the messages here. I'm not going to pull them up on chat, but I'm going to put them out to the side. Right? So he says, sadly, I'll be going off the grid. So I'm like, what is... Well, hang on. Actually, I'm going to push back a little bit. So yesterday at 11:20 a.m., I asked, any updates? And he says that the interview went well. So I'm guessing he actually went and got a fucking job. And so I'm like, oh, that's great. And I was like, do you know how much he'll pay? And then he doesn't answer for 2 hours. Then he says, sadly, I'll be going off the grid. Now, the only other times he's went off the grid was the first time whenever he was streaming and he was starting to leak my nudes to all of his Twitch fans. And I was like, hey, I am 14, you are 16, and you are receiving nudes from a 10-year-old. You cheated on me with a 10-year-old. And so many people kind of turned against him for that. And that's why he had to make a whole new Twitch account, was because everyone associated him with being a pedophile. And so now, hi to whoever just joined. But it gets a little bit better than that, right? Because now we're scrolling a little bit. And I'm like, why are you going off the grid? He says, well, I have to. And I'm like, is it for safety or is that like a job requirement? Because he's being very vague on what this job is. And he's like, no, to make myself invisible. I knew something was going on. The minute that we got into this, I knew that something was going on. And my heart, when it told me that this person is a dangerous person and that he cannot be trusted, I genuinely mean that. Like, I don't know. Something about the entire situation, sit there and was like, okay, I don't feel like I can trust this person. And so I still don't know what he means by off the grid, but as of recently, whenever I go to the GoFundMe, it's still showing it. In fact, let me go look at the Patreon real quick, because I'm pretty sure that the Patreon has more donations than the GoFundMe. It's literally just the one. I don't know how. Well, I mean, I know how I feel about it, because scamming number one is wrong. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. But my thing is that how are you gonna go off scamming people, and then when it stops working, you finally decide to give it up? But that was kind of my take. I don't know. I want your guys' thoughts on it, because I don't know if it's just me. But that's why I'm here. That's why I want your guys' thoughts, because I really think that, I don't know if I'm overthinking it. Maybe he is just actually homeless and it's just something that, like, my mind just can't accept that, or what's going on. But I'll give y'all a couple minutes to start chatting real quick. Um, Let me get the studio running real quick though, because I did want to also do something else. So fun fact, tonight I get to see I think it marks like a week I've been streaming, or close enough around there. So I'll be able to see how many, like, exactly what my demographic is. Like, for example, if I somehow just appeal to everybody in Denmark, then I'm going to be moving my time zones to where it pleases the people of Denmark whenever they're awake and, after they're done working or going to school. It really kind of all just depends on like what my bigger viewer base is. And of course, that might change. It really depends. Um, Ooh, I know, but something I want to do is we're gonna get. I'm gonna find a game on Twitch for us to play while we wait. There's venture capitalist. Just trying to see what games there are. What do I want to do? Yeah. Um, let's see. I'm just trying to find at least a game that I would want to play. Um, I could do. We could do Supermarket Simulator. Here we go. Oh, okay. We're gonna do something different though. Here's what we're gonna do. I want to change this. Replace with Windows Supermarket Simulator, and instead, oh, I was not done with what I want to do, but okay. All right, and then we're gonna play a new round of Supermarket Simulator. We're gonna build it from the bottom to the top. Now that I know what I'm doing, because apparently last time what happened is that apparently what I had done is that I was not matching prices like I was supposed to. Okay. Eggs, cereal, bread. So I just don't have flour and oil. Okay. Um, so I just have top row stuff now. All right. And also, I didn't like the way that I organized stuff last time. So this time when I organize it, it'll be much better. Yeah. Yeah, take that box. We don't need no box. Anyhow. Oh, Lord. I'm opening everything except for what I need to be opening. Okay. So 235, 630, and 260. Open. Yeah, that's right. Everybody should come to my shop because I am the best. Um okay. And then store rating is very important, especially starting off. 2, 3, 4. Thank you for your money. Sorry. So there's this person on TikTok who's arguing with me. But except for so it's about Gaza. And essentially I was like, yeah, children have literally died in Gaza. And they're like, no, they haven't. And they just argued their way into saying, yeah, kids died and grandparents died and a lot of innocent people died. And I'm like, okay, so congratulations. You just proved me right. Like that, like you literally argued your way into a into a literal whole like fraudulent slip. Like I don't know how you managed to do that, but congratulations. Actually, I don't even know if I should be saying congratulations, more of womp womp. Because like it'd be so different if like heck she still hasn't responded afterwards because she knows she can't pull the BS excuse of oh but the Hamas like that would be like saying oh yeah because one black person committed a crime I'm going to lynch the entirety of a black community to fix that problem. Like, no, that's not fixing a problem. And it just sounds like you just wanted to kill black people. Oh, I forgot. We have the space bar so we can jump. And so I'm like, you can't just blame one person for the entire reason why you want to kill so many others. Like, that's not how that works. I'm sorry, babes, but in like if you did that in speech and debate, they would laugh at you. And then they'd probably tell you, congratulations, you're no longer allowed to compete again. But they would laugh at you because that argument style is so incredibly weak that it's mind-boggling that anybody thinks that it's like a valid way to argue. That, like, I don't know, that entire conversation, I was just sitting there like, there's no way somebody can be that dumb. There's no way somebody can have that much of an issue. But I don't know. Maybe that's just, maybe I'm looking at it weird, but like, you just can't blame an entire group of people for something that someone else did. Like, for example, this would be like if a Jewish doctor had fucked up my surgery, so I decide to get all Jewish doctors fired. That's not how that works. And that's still a genocide. Like, that is literally the same reasoning that Adolf Hitler used whenever he was wanting to like get rid of the Jews. And the fact that they don't see that is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand how people can spend all of their time being such horrible people and then like thinking that's okay. Anyhow, 205. That's your change. Um, but I will say, so I did receive a comment on TikTok and I wanted to talk about it more. And I have not been speaking up about, Palestine the way that I should have been. And especially, I don't have a huge platform and I don't want to be like those people who they use their that like use tragedies to build their platform because that is such a gross thing to do. Oh crap, I gave him wrong change. Take a minute back. You can take your oh my god. I could have done that the entire time. But anyhow, I just don't want to be like performative with it, And so maybe that's just like the way I'm looking at it. Maybe there's some, again, like, I know there's people who are going to disagree with me. There's a lot of people who may try to justify it, but oh, she blocked me. That's when you know your argument is good, whenever they have to sit there and block you. Sorry. This was supposed to be a stream that was supposed to be for just girl talk, but I realize that's probably, I want to encourage it, but I gotta push more traction whenever it comes. Anyhow, oil and egg and bread and pasta and lobster. Okay, so we need we'll just say we need $55. But I did add, hold on. Let me get through this customer. I did add these cool commands. I just figured out how to do commands, and I'm proud of myself. That's all I gotta say. I'm proud of myself. Yeah. Oh, or maybe I didn't, because they're not showing up. Okay, that's embarrassing for me. I'm so sorry. I really did think that I had I really thought I had more. I know I set them up, so now I'm wondering where it went. Anyhow, it's 9 o'clock. Whoever's coming is coming. Whoever isn't, isn't. Oil. Okay. And we need more flour. 3. Could not find cereal. We need to go get more cereal then. There you go. Have a wonderful day, sir. 666. All right. We're going to take these boxes and throw them out. Ow. Now imagine this game except for it's like welcome to the game. That would be interesting. Anyhow, turn off that. We are closed, and I will end my day. Okay, so I need cereal and flour. Is that flour or cereal? Anyhow, open. 안녕하세요. Come to my store. I will jump on your head if you don't. Shorty. And can I? Oh, can I parkour? Parkour. Well, good thing you can't lose health from this. Good day, sir. I think we need $90 or something like that for my next purchase. Let me go to my settings here. Oh, well, there is no settings on music here, so it's just kind of quiet for no reason at all. Yeah, we need $90. Of course, you get the last flower. Yeah, it's because I was out. So those two are coming. I think the bigger my store is, the more people will come. I like giving them annoying change. That is like it's my favorite part about this, is that you just give them the most annoying change possible. And they'll sit there and they have to take it. Because this isn't realistic supermarket simulator where old people will straight up yell at you for daring to give them that amount of change, even if it's the only change you have. Or I hate when old people, they'll sit there and they will knowingly have the right amount of money in their hand to make a purchase. But instead of, like, doing the responsible thing and just paying with, the cash that they do have, they're digging around in their purse to purposely sit there and watch you count change because they think that entire generation just can't count change. So then it's funny when you sit there and you give them the most annoying change possible back. Like, there was this one person, I pretended like gave me a couple nickels, couple dimes, etc., even though they already had $20 bill on top of it. So I'm like, okay, it already tells me how much change you need back. I know how to count that, you dipshit. And so I would start playing a game because I started to learn who the local assholes were. And so I would do this thing where I'm like, oh, sadly, right now, we don't have any nickels. And so I would give them the most annoying change possible back. And I didn't care if, oh, well, that's not good sportsmanship or yada, yada, yada. I'll be like, fuck them. I do not need, like, there's no need to, sit there and try to make somebody else's job harder. Like, there's no need to sit there and try to make somebody else's job harder just because you can't get any at home. So you feel like you have to bully kids who are trying to do their job. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. God. And I know it's not all old people. There are actually decent old people out there. But a lot of baby boomers just have this really bad, like, they just have this really bad entitlement problem. Like, no, my job actually is not to be at your every beck and call. I have to serve everybody else. Like, and the thing is, they will get so mad when you tell them that they are not the most important person in the world. Like, they will, I've seen boomers full out throw baby tantrums when you tell them that they are not the most important person in the world. And that, in fact, you have other customers. It is like, I've never felt so satisfied ever in my life until I started telling them that. And it's just, oh, it makes my day. But then I realized that, like, I shouldn't have to be subjecting myself to that. And so I just stopped working in fast food, regardless of, like, the money I was making. It was not worth my stress at the end of the day. And it also was also it just wasn't worth, feeling like shit. Like, if you don't value me as a person, that's fine, but don't make that a me problem. 85. Oh, we actually got some people to join. Hang on. 20, 30. 19. Yeah, let me say hi to YouTube real quick. All right. Hi, YouTube. What's going on? Okay. It has come to my attention that we got some ops in the stream. It'll be fine. Let them hate away. Let them hate away. Okay, now I'm hearing the sound better. Thank you so much for coming. Despite the fact that I haven't asked you. Yeah. I have 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I forgot. We also have bills that we gotta pay. I'm hoping that whichever... I think he's our last customer for the day. Anyway. Flour. Yeah, have fun. Okay. I think the strat I want to do is I want to pay bills at the beginning of the day. Anyhow. Let me do something real quick. We could use more flour. Let's see if we got money for that. Okay. You don't want to get the product license until you can be stable with the other one, but I do want to try. I want to see if there's any money glitches. Because, you know, I'm trying to live my best life. Here. Let me turn off the light here. Hit escape. Actually, no. Let me turn on the light here. Hit escape. Because those lights make me scared. I'm going to just go in the chat real quick while I do something. Super. So I started putting these Kool-Aid packets in my drink. It's like sugar-free Kool-Aid packets. And it makes things like taste so much better. And where's my percent sign on here? You can tell who didn't use this button that much whenever I have to go searching for percent. Percent. Okay. And while that's loading, okay, let me watch this dude real quick. That's it is taking so long for it to find app data. So my computer has so much crap on it that it's so hard to find anything. See, that's what I was talking about. Just go to this PC and then go to users. I guess we'll go to public. Hmm. We're just kind of going through this really slowly because most people tend to watch what I put out after I, put it out. So it might be one of those things that people just want to see it afterwards. And also getting people to come on like right now. It's late at night. I can see why nobody wants to be on here. say no kata games. Okay, I know what to do then. No kata games. All right, we're doing pretty well then. I don't like how he tries to lead us on this like quest when it's like, just tell me where to find I'm supposed to be at. Also, mist. We love my mist. It keeps my face like moisturized without, getting my laptop all wet. Ooh, someone's on. That's cool. Nocta games. Well, that probably was the problem. Let's go to my library real quick and see who made all these games. So this game, yeah, by Nocta Games. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that's working on that. Hmm. Ooh, okay. Definitely. I think this is gonna be a good learning lesson. I still want to do these like calm talks, but it's kind of hard to get an interactive viewer base. I know that I have a lot. I get a little bit more traction when it comes to Janssen, so I may do it under that. But but I have lots of fun, talking with you guys, and even if I'm not expecting to be this big creator, I'm not expecting to like randomly overnight get famous because I just kind of want to build a community and make more friends. Um, and I feel like these streams are really a great safe space for me. I feel like I don't have to, put on a huge persona. I can just, naturally be me. And I feel like with gaming, it brings out like these different Doki, it brings out the theater kid in me because like I love voice acting. I love in general. And I don't really get to do all that much now that, I've graduated. Kind of in a way, even if, a lot of people ask, if you're not doing very well when it comes to streams, why even try? And I feel like that kind of thinking is the reason why a lot of people give up before they get there. I hope that nobody gives up on their dream though. No one should turn away from something that they've wanted to do for a very, very long time. And, you know, even if that does mean, you know, going all the way just to, get where you need to be, all that matters is that you tried. And I think that a lot of people care more if you try. Is you about to? Uh, ooh. So I did not mean for that to get so like. I didn't mean for it to get weird. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. If you guys like that, I have, of course, for the 8th time, I have the Discord, my About Me page on, Twitch. If you ever just want to reach out to me and talk, um, that's what I'm here for. So, anyhow.